Hello, let's make beaded key holder. We are using ball bead size 6 in chocolate and cream color. We are using our scissors, and if you don't have scissors you can use blade. We are using fishing line and the holder for the first thing that you are going to do is to cut your fishing line, and we are starting this design with 4 beads. After putting your 4 beads, you are going to interlock with the last bead as you can see here, and this is what you will get. Now put the tips of the fishing line together just like this and place one bead in each of them. Then interlock with another bead as you can see, and this is what it will look like. What we've been doing from the beginning is called cluster, and we've made 2 of it already. We are going to continue the process till we get our desired length by counting the cluster. As you can see here, this is exactly what I'm doing. This particular key holder that we are doing, even if you've not touched it before, I can assure you that the only thing you need to do is to get material, pay attention closely, and trust me, you're going to get it perfectly. Another thing is, when making your clusters, make sure you draw your fishing line tightly so your beading can be strong and firm. Do you get? Now it's time to count our clusters. We are working with 8 clusters for the length of this key holder, and we are doing that in 3 rows. So this is 7 already. To make the 8th cluster, instead of putting one bead in each of the fishing lines, interlock with one. Just pick any of the fishing line, whether the one by your right or by your left, and put 3 beads in it. Then you interlock with the last one in that fishing line. You interlock with the last one in that fishing line. As you can see, I'm also doing the same thing here. Just place a close attention. You will notice that the position of the fishing lines has changed. That is to tell you that we are done with the row of 8 clusters. We are moving to the second row. Now to start the second row, you will put 3 beads on your right fishing line and interlock with the last one. This is what you are going to get. To continue the second row, pick the fishing line that is facing downward and put it in the next bead. Please don't skip any bead. There is no shortcut in bead. And this is what you are going to get. Now put 2 beads in the fishing line that is facing upward and interlock with the last one. At this stage, this is what you will get. We are going to continue this process till we get to the last bead on this row. And don't forget to pull your fishing line tightly after every interlocking. By the way, if you've been thinking of learning how to make beautiful beaded bags, this is the perfect time. I'm hosting an online class where I'll be teaching you step by step how to make and trending beaded bags. It is beginner friendly, fully practical, and you can join from anywhere. All the details are right here on the flyer, and if you would love to join or ask questions, feel free to send me a message. I would love to see you in class. After putting the fishing line on the last bead on this row, pick the left fishing line and put 2 beads, then you interlock with the last one. By doing that, you're already on the next row. Now to start the third row, put 3 beads on your right fishing line and interlock with the last one. To continue this row, you put the fishing line that is facing downward into the next bead, just the way we did in second. And you put 2 beads in the fishing line that is facing upward, then interlock with the last one. We're going to continue the process till we get to the last bead on this row as well. As I said earlier, don't skip any bead. Just bead on every one of it till you get to the last bead on the row. You know, I said we are doing 8 clusters on 3 rows, and we've done 3 rows now. This is 8 by 3 if we count the cluster. Let's close this up using the method that we used to this stage. By putting the downward fishing line into the next bead and placing 2 beads in the upward fishing line and interlocking with one, we now have our clusters of 8 and 3 rows. Let's make the other side of camera. So I repeated the same process and I got the exact thing. Aside from putting bead in the fishing line, you have to pull very well so you can have a firm key holder. We've gotten to the stage of joining the 2 sides together. You are going to take the outer part of the fishing line on the last bead, just the way I'm doing it here. After that, put the fishing line on the same side of the other bead. Pick another cream bead and then interlock with it. Trust me, if you pay attention and do exactly what I'm doing, this is what you're going to do. Now we're going to continue this process till we get to the last bead on this third row. You see the way this tutorial is detailed. This is exactly how our classes are detailed, and it's worth every honest part. It is very affordable. Check out the flyer once again and send me a DM. Ask me questions. I really want to see you in class. Now that we've gotten to the last, still put the fishing line on both sides to the next bead, just the way I did here. Then pick another cream bead and interlock with it. As simple as that. We are going to repeat this process till we get back to where we started from. Put your right fishing line into the next bead by your right hand and do the same on the other side and interlock with another cream bead. Just continue like that till we get back to the beginning. If you are a student, stay at home mom, or you have a 9-to-5 job and you are looking for a side hustle, this is a wake up call. Come and learn how to turn beads into cash. This is an opportunity that you should never miss. Come and join me to earn cool cash. As you're interlocking, pull your fishing line very well so you will end up with a very firm key holder. The next thing that we are going to do is to open our holder and pass it through the bead. Now we are almost done. The next thing that we are going to do is to pass the fishing line around the bead so we can have a very neat finish, and there will be no traces of where the fishing line ends. Try as much as possible to pay close attention to how I'm going to tie the fishing line. I picked one of the fishing lines and I pass it through every next bead till we get next to the other, and when it meets the other fishing line, I used looping method to lock it and pass it through other beads so there will be no traces of where the beading ends. While passing your fishing line through every next bead, there will be a little challenge of your fishing line entering into 2 beads at a time. That's where the work of your pin comes in. You will be using your pin to pick it out and pass it to the next bead. Once you are done with passing the first fishing line, you cut the remaining part, then pick the other fishing line and do the same thing. Don't miss this chance to level up your beading skill. Send a message now to save your spot. Let's turn your love for beading into a skill. Sign up today and let's create magic together. There is a flyer of my online beaded bag class at the end of this video. Enjoy the rest of the process. If you found this tutorial helpful, don't forget to like, comment and share.